Well, hello everybody. This is Dire Fawn here once again with a new Apacies update, Apacies 1.8. If you want to know more about what happened in 1.7, check my Patreon. I'm currently out in the middle of the desert in a car during a rainstorm because I thought it'd be a nice drive and might as well record while I'm here. Just keeping an eye out because this is a somewhat popular area. There could be some people going around, so I don't want to be too loud. So, 1.8. 1.8 has a lot of new things. I feel very proud about this, and with summer, I am glad I got a lot of this done. So, Guardian bonuses, and Guardians in the world as a whole. If you, as a trainer or brawlman, decide to shoot the enemy team, there is... If you have a Guardian that has warmed itself up to you, you can use their power to add a little additional benefits to that shot. So it's not just a tick for every enemy, it's also a change in combat stages, maybe a heal, something like that. The characters, they have all been updated, and there are new names for everybody in the overworld and in towns. I'll show you a few different things first. So, when it comes to Apacies, let's see if I can get, I guess it doesn't matter. There is a turn order now. You can see who's going when and who's in what order. This is specifically, I wanted this so that you didn't feel so confused as to what's happening and who's gonna be attacking, so you can plan out a little bit more in the future. And it refreshes every round. I believe it might refresh more, but at least once a round, I'll need to double check that and correct it if need be. So that if there are combat stages that change, it'll happen after everyone goes. New round, new order. So one thing that also happened is Trainer's Room. You remember the one over here? Oh, there he is. Oh, no, he found me. I still need to work on animations for them, but considering the next one's the visual and musical update, I figured that'd be a good time. Oh, if only I could get away from this. Oh dear. Can I trap him? No. Every trainer has a dialogue that you have to go through, so they have an introductory battle before you actually fight. Right now, it's the same thing, but in the future, I want there to be a possible way for you to defuse a battle just by trying to gauge someone's personality traits. So you saw how the Zunake was level 10. That is because I just implemented earlier today a adjusting level for trainer or for brawlman in particular. So it'll take your average party level, the trainer's level, subtract them, and then adjust depending upon if it's higher or lower than your party. So it's supposed to be, I believe it's level 15. But since Myriad is my only one in level 5, it goes as Zunake becomes level 10. So a way to help balance out and not let players overly grind in an area before moving on, but they still can do that if they want to. If your Apacies, or if any attack crits, there will be a little bit of a flourish that you'll see. I'll keep it a surprise, mostly because I completely forgot what it was and what I did, but I hope you find it, and I hope you enjoy. Apacies XP bar. So to switch over back to the double mode, I don't think I've won a single battle, so there might not be one. Yep, let me go ahead and do that. Oh dear. Yeah. Whoa, okay. Okay, maybe I will win this. I don't know. Myriad, I'm sorry. So, up in here, if I select on Myriad, you see this little bar? This is the progress towards the next level. I wanted some sort of indicator so it doesn't feel like you're constantly not making any progress, but you can see it up here, and it's the classic experience green that everyone so knows and loves. as for some of the other stuff, Old Main and San Javier. If you know the Tucson area if you know the Tucson area fairly well, you'll know these two buildings. They're old, historic, and very rooted in Tucsonian culture. So I needed to have those in the story as a whole. There are a few places that I'd love to include as well that are further outside Tucson, but that'll come if that comes, that'll be after release, because right now I think that I can balance what's available. I already said Nogales and Tombstone have names and dialogue. Some of the characters in Tombstone are out of place, so there's more characters than what you would see, and I'll see if I can spread them around, but who knows. Every character has an epithet that should give you a rough idea of what their personality is, especially if you know the musical reference. Grave sites. In Tombstone and Fairbank, there are well-known grave sites, so I included them here. At the moment, there aren't any other places, but eventually I want them to be interactable and start to tell their own little story. I was able to fix onto bugs. I was able to fix the weather and battle bug from the last update. My bad, you couldn't fight at all in 1.7. I'm sorry. And lantern brightness during the day has changed, so it's less bright. I am still going to have to adjust that. It's going to be a whole process. So, as for what's happening next time, they're hopefully going to be final fight particles and a final menu look. How likely that's going to be? I'm not sure. Probably not as likely as I'd like, but hopefully that's gets us closer to the final look of the game. Attack variation, I don't want it to just be those white particles. I want there to be some variation either in pure color or with the texture itself of the particles, so we'll see. I still need to look into that. That's going to be a majority of my time. Sound and volume settings so that you can actually adjust how loud the game is. Rebindable keys is another thing that I'd love to have. That involves a whole resetting Unity process that could utterly destroy the game, so who knows. Pop-ups when it comes to when you finished a quest or when a Apacies is leveled up in your party, I want there to be a notification somewhere in the overworld rather than having to dig through settings to get that information. A death sequence for Apacies. They still can technically die, very rare, and I still don't have a way to do it. They just disappear. I need to show you guys what's happening when that occurs. And finally, along with all of the variations, I'm going to be doing more quests and making a tutorial for the final game. So, oh boy, that's going to be 1.9. This is very, very nearing the end, and I hope that I'm doing a good job. I do actually enjoy testing the game. It's its own masochistic fun. So, who knows? All I can do is hope for the best and hope that you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. I would love to hear feedback on the game. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.